What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Dan Banks, aka DJ Fine CEO, JTU. We are Jersey Magazine and Jersey Diamonds, and I'm here with the homie Chad Piff, modern day hippie.
We in the flesh. The hippies are in the building.
You already know it's gonna be
yes.
Get crazy today, but Chad Piff, man, tell me a little bit about yourself, bro.
Go by the name of Chad Piff, modern day hippie, guitar playing, you know, jumping around, bandana wearing, stuff like that, performing live, you know, just trying to be great out here.
Your style is very unorthodox, brother. Very unorthodox. You don't deal with just one type of genre. You kind of just put everything together and say you're gonna listen to it, whatever, based off whatever genre you like. I'm probably gonna end up playing it. So tell me about your music style and how you created this image for yourself, man.
Well, I'm Haitian, so growing up, I used to listen to a lot of Haitian music. My dad used to play records. My uncles used to play, and I would just hear actually. Just different sounds, and I would turn like the toys and stuff in the crib into like instruments.
Yeah.
Like me and my cousin Valentino, we would just like go crazy. And I remember one day we looked outside of this building. Shout out to South Clinton Street, Starring. We looked outside of the building. We found a big ass freaking, I could curse, right? A big ass fucking bass drum. Like I had to exaggerate like that because it was huge. Went and grabbed that, and turned this bass drum to like. You would have thought this bass drum was a little tiny piano on top of it. We had the hangers hanging from there. Like that was our symbol. A kick drum, which was like mad shoe boxes that I would kick myself. Like, but growing up, like music has been like always like around. So doing that, it turned into me watching videos. Like I was crazy about Michael Jackson. Like my dad, and I don't know if you guys remember the Michael Jackson VHS.
Of course,
all the videos was crazy. So I would try to reenact that, and you know, Mike had so many different styles himself. He would do R&B, he would do pop. Like he had freaking African drums on. Like
his acoustic sound
was amazing. Like, and around that time, that was unheard for. Like it wasn't like the norm. But I don't like do like different genres because I think you know. I just do it honestly because it's like however I'm feeling when I'm at the studio. Sometimes I'm feeling like a rock song, like just playing with the band in the background, and sometimes I feel like an R&B song, or if I'm with the homies like down the hill, maybe a rap song or something like that. You know, it's all about like what mood I'm in, and I just create that soundtrack. That's how I come with it. I went all over the place.
I love it. I ain't got too much to ask now. So your artist name Chad Piff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's dive into a little bit back a little bit. How'd you come up with your artist name Chad Piff and then extended it to modern day hippie?
I'm gonna be very honest. I've never told this story like for real. I've always told it like interviews, like Drunk as Hell or some shit like that.
Oh,
like,
we're getting the exclusive.
We're getting the exclusive because we are Jersey. And I'm from Jersey, and I love Jersey.
Let's do it.
As much as some things I don't like about Jersey, but I still love this state. But Chad Piff came from the town of Saddle River, New Jersey. Me and a couple of my friends, AB, JoJo, we were hanging out. I think we were playing Madden or something, and they kind of were already using the name, like it was a code name because we were young as hell, and we liked to like smoke and stuff like that. So we needed a code name to say Bud. So we called it the Chad. So I think one day we were playing like Madden or something, and like Chad, like Pennington. And then somebody like said it in the room, Chad Piffington. We all lost our minds. Like, oh, that shit is dope.
That's dope.
So we all like, we just kind of called each other like Chad Piffington. Like that was our name. Like some way, somehow, I started doing music, and then the name, people started calling me it. So I'm sitting there, and I think this was like the MySpace days. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna call this page Chad Piff. And from there, people were just like, whoa, shit. Yeah, it took off. Super took off. Like, the name definitely made it a lot more interesting. Like, okay, what is he about? Like, you know, when you're looking at like all the names, like around that time, everybody was Lil. Well, it's still Lil. Yeah. Little this, little that, but I was just like, what's different? What's cool? Like, it gives you like California.
Vibes,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I love California.
Yeah, definitely. So talk to me about your music, man. Like you say, you started off with playing instruments and everything. So now, what made you continue that now, and to not even more creative sound that you have? You really are living this rock star hippie, like, and then, like you said, and being able to bring in the hip hop there. So I mean, like, every genre possible. Like, just how'd you continue to this path and just continue pursuing this?
Well, I definitely gotta thank like my friends, like all us hippies, 151 Phoebe Gang, like the Wild Stylers. I know I'm missing so many people, but like all my friends, and if you know you my friends, you know I'm talking about you. All like my influences, like if they like it, then it works. Cause my group of friends is so diverse. Like, you know, I got an Asian friend, I got a white friend, I got a black friend, I got a Japanese friend. Like, it's really like different ears, and I kind of like tapped into like, I use an example like my boy Paulie. He's from Staten Island, right? And his name is Paulie. Like, he's a Staten Island kid. Like, you could look at him like, okay, you from Staten Island, but he's a little bit different. He got soul though. You know what I mean? Like, dang, all right, I get you. And he would play like these crazy electronic songs, bro. And then we took a trip. Like, listen to this, right? Calls me up one day, like, yo, what are you doing this weekend? I'm like, whatever, we got a show with Kirk, gotta play guitar. And he goes, yo, you wanna go to Florida? I'm like, absolutely. Of course you wanna go to Florida. So he's like, well, we're gonna drive there. I'm like, even better. Like, I'm gonna bring all the stuff, pack up the DJ. Oh my gosh. So that ride to Florida, bro. We stopped in Savannah, Georgia. You should all stop in Savannah, Georgia.
Savannah, Georgia's nice, yeah.
Go to Mrs. Wilkes, sit at the table. It's gonna be weird. You're gonna be with a lot of strangers, but you're gonna eat great. If you're on a diet, don't go to Savannah, Georgia. But on that car ride, we freaking heard so many like dope songs on that car ride. Like, it changed my whole like aspect of music. Yo, I'm like, yo, the radio was crazy. I remember driving through Virginia. Probably the best radio mix I've ever heard. Other than New York. New York, I've been a lot of places. New York got a good mix. You know how to do the mixing.
Absolutely.
Great mix. But Virginia, the mix was just like, it was this, it was Snoop, it was Tim, it was something about that sound. And like on that trip there, like it kind of like changed my whole perspective. I'm not gonna lie, I was lost. I was like, I don't know, like you get caught up doing like a whole bunch of genres, like
absolutely,
and so many opinions. You know what I mean? And dealing with a team and a lot of people, you know, everybody thinks different. Some people don't like rock. They're in my team, but of course they're not in the rock department. You know what I'm saying? You know, just in the right department for the white boys and my boys. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that's only white people in my department.
But you have such a diverse, but you almost bring it to every culture because you're branching out and you're showing everybody that you can like this, and that. It just depends on the kind of sound, you know, and just kind of showing openness to it.
True.
So telling people to almost have an open ear to, you know, being diverse.
Something different.
Yeah.
And we're working on, I'll throw this out there. Maybe it'll be out already no, it won't be out probably already by the time we drop this, but we got Psychedelic 45s.
Okay.
Let me tell you about this. So Valentino, who's in the building with me, he's always around me, he's my cousin. So he was there.
And welcome back. Sorry about that. It means we was giving out too much information, but chat, let's go back to that album, brother.
Well, I'm a firm believer of energy. That's some energy. That's big energy right there. That's good energy. So so Psychedelic 45s, me and Valentino are putting together, and it's a collective of artists. We're producing all the beats, and we're writing all the songs, and we're making it happen. Of course, we're open to production and artists. Like artists we got, of course, is artists we know, like our friends and stuff like that. And it's gonna be awesome. As you can see, the room couldn't contain it when we made the big announcement before.
Just trying to make a psychedelic room in here real quick. Now talk to me about the name of the album, Psychedelic. You said 45?
Psychedelic 45.
Talk to me about that.
So Valentino came up with the name. He's had this name for probably quite a while now.
Valentino, that guy.
He is the brains of a lot of stuff.
Definitely.
He is the brains. So that's what where the name came from. And you know, like naming the album is always important. Because I feel like it's you, it's like who you stand for, like it's your masterpiece, your manifesto. I've called something manifesto before.
I like that.
But like that one, like the one also I'm dropping this year as well is called Synthesizer. And that album that's pretty nuts too.
Gunshot Piff we seen on that album.
That's gonna be like the more electronic side.
Okay.
Actually the Jersey Club side of it.
Jersey Club and a little bit of house electro.
It's like house, going to the roots, like me giving it soul. We're going into that, and it's Psychedelic 45. It's like more like the Jimi Hendrix side of me.
Okay.
Like the guitar.
I like that guitar. Mm-hmm. And tell me about that. How is it performing live, man, and the guitar? I mean, I know your energy is just So talk to me about performing, man. And do you perform with your guitar live, right?
Yes.
And what about performing on the microphone with your guitar? You do everything.
It's hard as shit.
And a lot of people don't know that.
It is probably still one of my like things I always, I'm always selective about where I perform with my guitar. Not saying certain shows don't have, don't, you know what I mean? I don't know how to put that, but when you bust out the guitar and the mic stand, when I'm that Chad, like the sound system gotta be lit, like everything's gotta be perfect. Like it's gotta be like my theater status, or shoot, MSG status. MSG, I'm coming out mic stand, I might not move.
One spot the whole time.
One spot the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, you kidding me? I'm just speaking stage dive. That's the Spirit Garden. But that's performing live is a lot of practice. A lot of practice. I'm like literally practicing nonstop. I'm practicing in the whip. I'm practicing in the crib. I'm practicing in the bathroom. Listening to the songs nonstop until my brain probably can't take anymore.
And that's important. Practice is big.
Yeah,
it's big.
Very big. Like it's before any game you gotta practice.
Absolutely.
Gotta practice.
So what's the aim for those projects? When you think about dropping them, or is that another exclusive content right there?
Now, they're coming soon.
See, everybody is doing that to me today. They coming soon. Go ahead.
One will come 420.
Okay.
I won't say which one, but 420.
Psychedelic. Go ahead.
He can predict the future. So one's coming first. Streaming everywhere. The music it's changed. We're still gonna like for this one we're gonna get like crazy like vinyl like stuff like that. So
you're taking it back to that hippie time.
Modern day. Yeah. Taking it back to that era, man. Woodstock is coming back. Okay. I was reading something. I like to go to that. Maybe we go to that. Talk about the same stuff.
Absolutely.
See it, live and direct, like the hippies that are out. Because of course, I'm not the only hippie, out here. There's people who like call themselves hippies, and I respect that. I think like we all need to get together
and
do something.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm actually going to Cali to link up with some hippies. My boy took this picture and it said like hippie on it, and then I Googled their name. Power of the internet, man. Found their Instagram, DM'd them. So now we put together a little show in Cali, man.
I like that.
Dropping gems today. Sure, I want to come with some Jersey cats,
Yeah, most definitely take them over there and
take them
show
over
them a whole different world.
That'd go crazy, man.
One thing I definitely wanted to address is your visual content, man. It's incredible. It's like, your visual concepts are incredible. So talk to me about like the creative directing behind your visuals.
Oh, okay. So I would have to. I gotta think. I was waiting for some time to plug treating this in, but core music is always been my backing when it comes to visuals and stuff like that, and pictures and stuff like that, and this content that you see with your eyes, and they just trust my ideas. Sometimes it's like, damn, Chad, what are you thinking? Like the Mahogany video.
Yeah, that video was.
We did a lot of scouting for those locations. Shit looks like Mississippi.
Yeah, definitely. You got shot that in Jersey or?
We shot it somewhere that will remain.
The location was good, definitely.
Yeah, it's a location. I mean, some of the spot, Gorilla film shooting. One of the spots we probably weren't supposed to be in, but it happened to be a nice sunny day. Yeah,
you had some good energy to be in there.
Good energy. No police, no shit like that. Even like the Southside Hippie video. That was also like core music. Shout out to Nick Finari, and shout out to Pete Carrera. Those guys are core music guys that are definitely behind the visual. Eb shot that one, and I don't know. I was thinking like Eyes Wide Shut meets Hippie Life, because if you look at it, it's kind of a continuation of Mahogany. The truck breaks down like after we
got a whole story, got a whole storytelling thing going on there. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So I have a third one actually coming out, and this one's gonna be. All I can say, this one's gonna be at sea. It's the same. It's the same vibe. We're doing the same thing, but guess what? We're at sea with it, man. At sea. I love the ocean. You know, there's a lot of crazy stuff in the ocean that, you know, I would never swim with like sharks and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I watch it on Discovery Channel.
But you ain't.
Hours, countless, like, whoa, you know.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
So do you plan on going back to Haiti and performing, or have you already gone?
Yo, that's funny you said that because I was looking at there's a spring break happening in Haiti.
Okay.
It's like they've done it before, but this year's big. I want to go. I might go, but yeah, going back to Haiti, I haven't been in a while. Would be awesome.
How, I mean, I can only imagine what that would feel like, just being able to bring everything back to your country. I mean, that's big.
Yeah, I would just hit up my cousins and stuff and take me to the places. Like, I remember going there before, like the culture. So it is a culture shock when you first get there. When you get off that plane and that heat hit you,
Yes.
you're in that airport. It's like 100 people up in taxi cabs trying to. I mean, it's like that in a few Caribbean countries, but Haiti, out of all the Caribbean countries I've been to, Haiti is one of them. Actually, it's kind of crazy at the airport, dog. But that vibe, like to bring that to show people, like inside of Haiti, that you know, Haiti's like known. Like it's so weird now because before it was like not cool to be Haitian. Now it's like the coolest thing. Like you got superstar rappers with Haitian flags. I mean, hey, I love. You know, that's pretty dope. It's like the first country to get independence. Like that's huge.
Most definitely.
You know, they freaking whoop some ass. I'm all about kicking ass.
Definitely.
But in a peaceful way.
Peaceful.
With the guitar. You know, the protest.
Okay, with the guitar.
Word.
Most definitely. So what else we got going on for 2019? Any other shows coming up? What we got looking forward to?
Yes, we have. We're gonna be going across states. I'll be posting all the dates, but we do have some shows, a lot of projects coming out pretty soon. I'm dropping some visuals. I feel like I haven't dropped nothing in a while, so when I've been talking to like some of the people, they're like, yo, what's next?
Yeah.
So I kind of like got the vibe. Like, all right, what are people looking for, and what could be different that no one else probably would do. But that's what we got coming for the rest of 19 and beyond, man.
Keep us posted, brother.
I will definitely, you guys will.
Chad
First
Piff,
email.
tell them how to follow you, book you, everything, brother.
Chad Piff, modern day hippie, Instagram, Chad Piff, everywhere else. ChadPiff, Chad like the country, Piff like the drug. Rocking out with We Are Jersey Magazine.
You heard it here first, so Chad Piff, Mind Day Hippie, we got jerseys.
Jersey turned up entertainment. Entertainment.